sisters' changing bond. Once upon a time, in a quaint little house nestled on the edge of a bustling town, lived two sisters named Hana and Helen. To say that they were the best of friends would be a blatant lie. They fought almost every day, over toys, over who got the bigger piece of cake, and even over whose food was more delicious. Their constant bickering was a source of endless frustration for their mother, who sighed and shook her head at their never-ending squabbles. "Hana, that's my doll!" Helen would shout. "No, it's not. I had it first," Hana would retort. Their mother often had to mediate, trying to restore peace in the household. "Girls, can't you get along for just one day?" she'd plead. But in their little minds, both Hana and Helen believed that life would be so much better if they were the only child. Siblings, they thought, meant nothing but problems. One sunny afternoon, as Hana was playing with her friends in the park, trouble reared its head once again. Her friends began to tease her mercilessly, and Hana felt tears stinging at the corners of her eyes. No one came to her aid, not a single one of her so-called friends. Just when Hana thought she was alone in the world, a familiar voice rang out. "Stop it!" It was Helen, rushing to her sister's side, ready to defend her against the tormentors. Hana was taken aback. She had never expected her sister to come to her rescue, especially after all their fighting. In that moment, something shifted inside her. From that day forward, a change began to blossom in the hearts of Hana and Helen. They still argued occasionally, but their fights became less intense and less frequent. They started to see the value of having a sister who had their back, someone who would stand up for them when the world seemed against them. Then, one fateful day, Helen fell seriously ill. She lay in her bed, pale and weak, with only Hana by her side. Hana held her sister's hand, offering comfort and solace. In those difficult hours, they realized the profound bond that existed between them. As Helen slowly recovered, the sisters found themselves laughing together, sharing secrets, and supporting one another in ways they had never done before. They had come to understand that having a sibling didn't mean only problems, it meant having a lifelong friend, someone who would be there through thick and thin. Their mother watched with tears of joy in her eyes as her once warring daughters transformed into the closest of companions. The lessons of love and loyalty had finally taken root in their hearts. And so, the story of Hana and Helen reminds us that sometimes, it takes adversity and a change in perspective to appreciate the true value of family. Through their trials and tribulations, the sisters discovered that the bond of sisterhood was a treasure worth cherishing, and they vowed never to take it for granted again. The end.